Hey guys, it's time for another nail video. So what I pointed to this time, it did not fit with the polish that I had, but it's what I pointed to. So I went and actually got a different polish. So it's a Pond Dotticure, which I think I spelled it wrong on my little paper here. I think it has 2 T's, but I don't care, whatever. I got the idea from Nailstorming. She does one, and I actually just kind of cheated and watched the video before starting filming just to make sure that I'm doing what needs to be done. And so she says you just need a bobby pin, which I don't have bobby pins. So I got my dotting tools. There's 2 of them in here. I'll pick whichever one later. She used a white polish, so this is a shimmery white polish, and then she says that, you know, it has to be a sheer or a jelly base. So this is a glaze, and it looks pretty sheer. So I'm going to try this out. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we're going to try it. So let's get started. So first off, my nails are red. Honestly, I believe that is this fault. I love this thing so much, but it just is, I don't think it protects against staining. So I would rather use it. I mean, once my nails are covered up, you can't see it anyways, but it's just disappointing that my new favorite nail polish staple is turning my nails red. Now, I did just wear a bunch of red designs, and I did a lot of red, just plain red polishes leading up to Valentine's Day, and now my nails are red. So I don't like that, but I will sacrifice for this because it's just so awesome. So I am going to be using it, even though I'm going to possibly be going into a lot of detail. This might take a longer than normal, but I don't want to take it off with nail polish remover because I'm lazy and I love this thing. So anyways, let's get into it. Start off with my int. So while I am drying a little bit here, I'm just going to go over the definition, I guess you would say, of a Pond Dotticure. Like I said, I stole this idea from Nailstorming. I did actually watch her video. If you just Google Pond Dotticure, it should probably come up because I just literally Googled it on my phone, and that's the YouTube video that actually popped up. So I don't know if this is just her idea or if it's more widely known in the nail art industry. I have no clue. But basically what you want to do is get a sheer polish. So this is a glaze, so it's not going to be opaque, even like with multiple coats. Or you can use a jelly. Like I said, this one is probably going to be sheer enough. And then what she did is just use a white. This is a white with glitter in it, but it's still a white. And I think the glitter will be just a little bit of a pop, just a little bit extra. You're gonna just layer. So you're gonna start with one and then do a couple dots and then put another coat on, and then you just keep doing that, and like the bottom layer of dots is going to be a different color than the top layer because of the glaze that you have on it. So even though you're just using 2 polishes, it might look like you've used a couple of different shades of this green color. That's the hope anyways. That's what I'm going for. We will see. And like I said, I just have my dotting tools here. I don't know how big I want them yet. Not sure. So I guess let's get started. I'm pretty dry. So this is Angelica. Angelica. It does say on the cap rock candy nail glaze. And the definition is Sheer Minty Green Jelly Glaze. So that's exactly the kind of nail polish that is going to work with this Dotticure, Pond Dotticure that I'm trying to do. So I did pick a good polish. I don't know if I picked this good polish, but I did pick the appropriate polish that should work with what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and choose, or at least get my dotting tools out before I start, because I know I always wait until later and then I'm all messing everything up. So I just picked my random set. I do have a couple of different sets that have dotting tools. I just picked one. This one has 4 different sizes. Each end has its own size. There are a total of 4. Again, don't know which one I'm going to use at this moment, but I have them. They are there. So basically, we're just going to go in with Angelica and do one thin layer. Now, I will say that I did not film this, but I did use a jelly from Julep a while back, just off camera, just used it. It was next in line, and I didn't realize it was a jelly until I opened the package. So I think I'm gonna start taking them out of the boxes so I can see the lids. Anyways, I had an awful time applying it to my nails. It was so like runny and just something I'm not used to. I think I'm just more used to creams. So this is actually going to be my second time, and I'm going to try to learn from my experience. So yeah, I'm going to try to do really thin coats so that this is not going to be really thick and nasty and fall off right away, because you do need multiple coats with this whole design. So we need them as thin as possible. So let's try this. I'm just going to wipe the brush off extra good. Okay, can barely see it, but the bottom is just, it's not really there for the whole color effect yet. Now, in her video, she did do just like the top half. She did kind of like a gradient Dotticure, so like the top by her smile line was completely covered, and then she had just a couple dangling off. But because my nails are stained, I don't want that. I'm going to want more coverage than she had, so I'm definitely going to be doing more dots. Maybe not more coats than she did, but definitely more dots, more spread out, more of that kind of thing. So the white that I'm using is Sally Hansen Diamond Strength No Chip Nail Color in White Beaches, and it is just got some, I think it's just white shimmer in it as well. There's a whole big old chunk. So it is just a white polish, but it does have some shimmer in it. So I'm hoping this is going to be okay for the effect that I'm going for. So I'm just going to shake it up a little bit, and then we'll get started. Alright, so I'm going to zoom out for the first part because I'm not going to waste it by putting it, you know, anywhere else. So I'm just going to pick a random, I don't care. This looks like it might be the biggest one. Yeah, so this is the biggest one. Like I said, I don't care personally. I just doing whatever. And actually, I do kind of care. The biggest one makes more sense right now because I did say I want more coverage. So the bigger the dots, probably the better for my case anyways. But it is all a personal choice. You can do small dots, you can do big dots. It does not matter. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to try this on my good hand first. I'm just going to turn this upside down and use it like that. See if that will work. That way I don't have to waste any. Well, I need more. You guys probably can't even see that. So basically that's how I'm getting it onto the dotting tool. I'm not going to set it aside. I'm just going to use the bottle and the brush upside down. So now we'll zoom in and I will do the rest. Messed up a little bit on that one, but it's okay. I actually dripped some on my paper. So now I'm using that one to refill it. So I'm just dipping it in and dipping it on. Messed that one up too. I'm very not good at this. It's okay. I will get better eventually. So one thing I don't have that I'm actually going to go get real quick is something to wipe off the dotting tool in between layers, because it's already gloopy with just this first layer. So I'm just gonna go get a cotton round with some alcohol. This is actually one I just used to take off my old nail polish. See if it still has any on it. Yeah. Alright, so now I have a clean tool for my next coat. So I'm just going to give that a second to dry, because on some of the bigger dots we don't want those to smudge. So I'm just going to dry for a second. Alright, not too long to dry, because especially sitting under these hot lights, they're pretty dry already. So now gonna go in again with my glaze, another small thin coat just to cover up the white. Alright, we now have this second coat of glaze over top of the first coat of dots, and we're just going to repeat the process a few times, I don't know how many, until we get some kind of effect. To be honest, this is not looking like it's putting any kind of tint on my nails at all. It looks like it's just clear, so I don't know if this is really working or not. So I'm not going to keep talking, I'm just going to do it a couple more times and see what happens. Okay, honestly, that was harder than I thought it would be. It was messy, and I don't see the effect. I mean, it's not there. I've done, I can't remember how many I did now. I think it's 2 or 3. I also spilt my white polish, so then I used that. Yeah, it was very messy, very uncoordinated, just not what I was hoping for at all. Some of them you can kind of tell that they're covered by something. You can see just a little bit, but I do have more of a fullness to my manicure than Nailstorming did, but I think I'm just gonna call it quits, and this is another reason to wear a peel off base coat. I don't like it. I don't think it worked properly. I don't know if it would have worked better with like a darker polish because this is so light. I don't know if maybe that was the problem. Maybe if I had tried a dark polish, maybe even a black, the more green, it would have lightened it. That could possibly be what I did wrong. I don't know. But she did like a white and a white. Like a sheer white and a white. And hers worked. Mine did not. So anyways, I'm just going to go in with my top coat, OPI top coat, and call it a day. Because it did not work at all. So let's just get that done. My paper's all nasty. So again, this was not the exact what I have thought it might turn out like. It is, you know, it's not, look what I've done. Seriously, I can't do anything. I also had a couple mishaps with using the dotting tool, like pencil, touched a couple fingers, and I'm just going to cover this up. I don't care anymore. Anyways, like I was saying, this did not turn out the best, but it still looks kind of cool, kind of cute. It doesn't look like horrendous or anything. It's still semi covering up my stained nails. Well, actually, like on screen, it looks like I have a bunch of like cotton balls stuck to my nails. I don't know. Anyways, basically, yeah, it did not turn out like I thought it would. Maybe using the white was not the best idea. Maybe if I had used a darker color, it would have worked better, since the glaze that I used was basically sheer, clear. I mean, there was hardly any color to it. Honestly, with this failing, I don't know what much else this polish is good for. I mean, it looks kind of cool in the bottle, mint green, but yeah, it didn't work with the whole Pond Dotticure. I don't know what this would work for. I don't think you could just paint your nails with it. It wouldn't look like anything. So anyways, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it was cool? Can you see the difference? I can kind of, on some of them, see like the first couple of dots are not as sparkly. The glitter shimmer part of it is definitely covered up by the multiple coats of glaze that I put on it. But that's just about it. It's not green. It's just not. So anyways, I mean, I could have kept going and made it completely opaque, the white part, but I was getting frustrated, and I'm hot sitting under these lights, and I'm still a little bit coughy. Got a little cough going on, so I've just called it quits. So anyways, that's my attempt at a Pond Dotticure. Try it with another color, it might work better. Try, you know, instead of white, try a darker color, or instead of the color that I chose, the glaze, you know, try a different glaze. Like I said, Nailstorming's worked pretty good. Hers was cute. This is not. Thank you guys so much for watching anyways. Please subscribe for more nail fails. And I will see you next time. Bye!